EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lambeau. Keyshawn Nixon now on the return. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down. Working out of the gun. Love. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. He'll get this up to about the 44. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Love. Oh, the corner gets a hand on it, but he still makes the play. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer 1st down. Here's Love. Short throw. He's got Kraft. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back to the running game with Jacobs. Touchdown, Packers! Josh Jacobs. 33 yards. And the Packers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. McManus's point after is good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And his throw is incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Xavier McKinney. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
In every game, we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Being chased out left. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. A first down carry for Barkley. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, it's Barkley. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it 2nd down and 11. They go play action with Hurts. Dancing to his left. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there. 31 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Barkley, inside handoff. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it as he gets wiped out on that one. Hurts. Flush to his right. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Up the middle with Barkley. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
This will be caught just inside the 10. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown! Jalen Hurts on target to Dallas Goedert. And the Eagles have taken the lead. We are about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. We are just about ready. Cameron Dicker has the honors, and we are underway here at SoFi. Well, now how about this return? And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Opening play, and Stroud will throw it. Flushed out right. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. His throw incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target. And it's second down. Stroud to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at the 20. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Right back to Dobbins on first. They find some open field here. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That good for 22 and a first down. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Now a 2nd and 6. Herbert off of play action. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 25-yard line. Here's a give to Dobbins running right. Oh, what a move. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 48 yards rushing for him on their opening drive of the contest, and it's now 1st and goal. Here's Herbert. Steps away to his left. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. And that one results in 35 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has two options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. On first down, here's Stroud. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter two, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Stroud. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. Touchdown, Texans. Joe Mixon, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Texans are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Charger drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end, and that play going nowhere. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Herbert now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the 1st down in the process.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
63 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Tackled by the cornerback, Derek Stingley. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. 2nd and 10. Herbert. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this. We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
19 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 more on that one and another first down. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Flush to his right. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Herbert. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. How about this?
That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
First and 10, it's Stroud.
Buying time to his left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. And the ball situated at the 9, second and goal. Stroud out of the gun here. On the move to his left. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Mixon. And Mixon not going to get there. Running into a wall here, and they'll stop him short.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. Fourth and goal from the 3. They'll roll him out right. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
C.J. Stroud.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Texans have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Charger drive about to get going.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
A give, Dobbins trying the right side.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that is incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And no move to get Herbert off the field. They're going for this.
On fourth down, Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Throwing now is Stroud.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Now Stroud.
Right side complete. That's Woods. That'll go for a gain of 7. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going.
Charles, still a one-possession game. Remember, it could have been 2 after they opted to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Didn't get it, but their defense holds strong, and so this is a huge possession coming up here.
You're certainly right about that, partner, and a lot of people look at them going for it on 4th down as a failure when they didn't get it. But there's also their way of saying, hey, we have confidence in our defense because they went out and held them, got the ball right back for them. So nice stand for them. Momentum can swing back to their side if they have a good drive here.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Herbert. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Nifty move. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
They'll try the draw here with Dobbins.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. And the Texans will take over possession here up at the 44.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Now inside the 25.
A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Here's second down. A fake on the jet sweep and a give to Dobbins.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Now Herbert.
And that absolutely cannot happen. Just a gain of a yard in this situation, you've got to get chunks of yardage. Otherwise, the defense, very happy with what you're doing.
Here now, 2nd and goal. Herbert.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Danico Autry in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
You've been around me a long time now. You know on 2nd and inches, I love it when teams are aggressive and take a shot, but we just saw the downside to being that aggressive, didn't we?
Now you've given up on a pretty likely first down if they had run the football, and they need to come up with something here on 3rd.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. 4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4, and this Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
And the Texans are going to have a first down, and that is the big one, as they should be able to run it out from here.
Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. That one looks like he'll throw here. Steps away. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Stroud back to throw.
Flushed out right. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. The Texans send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. Returnable here for Davis.
To the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry.